How are you doing?
Well.
I swear to God.
Like I said, bro, don't act off emotion.
Yo, boys.
Who?
Fuck is that?
Oh, what the fuck?
He's got a lot of buttons in his hands.
My insurance.
I ain't gonna
Like
do
I
nothing.
said, you know, you want to play games? I'm always steps ahead. So this is my
There's a lot of
insurance in
us
my
here, we
hand,
ain't
you
gonna
know?
do shit,
If
don't
I
show
die,
nothing.
well, maybe it's time to destroy the Mandem. So before you try to do anything stupid, try come near me, try, you know, put my hands in cuffs. Try even lay a finger on me. Just know all your lives are in my hands. So,
Now that
we'll meet
everyone's
again.
here, you can tell us all what you want from this, bro.
What do you want from this, really, as a gang, you know? Because I feel like I can get different answers from all of you. I feel like I could talk to Steve, I'll get one answer. I could talk to Saint, I'll get an answer. I mean, Vince, fuck knows what he'll say. There's a mixture of answers across all of you, you know? Moses will call me 12 years old. Ed will try to call me out of my bullshit. Ed will say he's got to take a break. Winston will say he's on my side.
There probably would be a lot of different answers, but I think we can all agree on one thing, and that's that we want to push and get through the bullshit and rebuild the Mandem and carry on repping this shit. I think we all know you don't want to.
Do you deserve
End
to,
this.
though? Do you really deserve to? I used to always use the story of me and Moses, right? But the Moses that stands in front of you today isn't the same Moses.
I don't think any of us are the same, you included. We've all changed a lot. What you always said, right?
Yeah, but you haven't, though. That's the issue. You haven't changed enough. You haven't done any of that. It's only like, I could probably name maybe 2 or 3 people in the gang that have done that, or maybe 4. It's a shame, your most recent pickups are your best pickups.
Change can come. Maybe not everyone's changed in the right way and in the right direction, but we're definitely a very different group of people than we was.
Change ain't always good, though. You know? Changed leaders of the Mandem, and look what happened. Fell apart quite quickly. They put Patara in charge a little bit. Look what happened. Fell apart quite quickly. Seems I've got some big shoes to fill. I really thought you'd step up, SK, you know? I really thought in that meeting, you know, you said action, and I said, oh, you know what, fuck it, a week. After I was begged to stay, I really thought you would show action. You really would show me the SK that I thought you was, you know, the SK that was on my couch for God knows how long. That hungry SK would have done something. He would have got what I was saying, and he would have done something. But I don't know what high horse you got up into thinking that, oh yeah, I'm gonna blood this guy out of the gang that he built. I don't know what the fuck you were thinking, and even the fact that you thought, oh yeah, I told the gang that I'm gonna shoot him, so I gotta stay true to my word. What kind of waffle is that? You think these lot, who keep telling me how they acted emotionally that night, would have done anything if you had just left me to go? You probably would have said, yeah, fair. Makes sense. He wanted to go, let him go. You know what? They all got that chance. They all got a chance to walk away scot-free. Somehow, I didn't get that chance. You know, the guy who built everything that is behind us right now. You didn't give me that chance. Why didn't I get that chance? Just because of a word? Just because you have to keep your word of a promise?
I think you know it was more than that.
What was it then? Tell me. Because I still ain't getting it to this day.
Oh,
I think a lot of
you
people
want the
around
truth, T? You want the
a lot of people
truth?
around you still don't get it.
You want the truth? You want the full truth?
What?
I never ever saw a future of the Mandem without you in it.
See, maybe
had
that's the first thing
nothing
you
but
said
the
that was right.
maddest
Maybe you're right.
respect. I was hurt. I still am. I never
So your
thought
way
I
to
would
get
live
over
to
that,
see
and the
the
way to get
day
around that, right, was
where
to
you
shoot
put the
me.
chain down. I never thought I'd
Explain
see
it.
that.
Why would the aunt slap be shooting me? Not only shooting me, letting Patar rob me of millions. Why?
Well, you
'Cause
robbed him back and then put him in hospital.
Those, shut the fuck up.
I beg it, Kate stays a
You let him
one-on-one
just
with
fucking rob
Sparky
me,
and T.
and then I gave him the option to get his money back, and you let him just play it off as a joke. And the fact that you saw it wasn't a joke, and you still did nothing about it. We had so many chances just to fix up.
We're on the truth. I gave you the truth to the first part. And you get the truth of the gold. But Tar made an emotional decision. And I was not going to air him out and let him be the only one to have to stand on that. Was that the best thing for the gang? Maybe not. But I could not throw him under the bus. And now it is just a him thing. Never going to let that happen. Onto someone like Patar. You said it yourself. That's a great gang member.
I think as a leader, you thought it'd be a good idea to have as a bargaining chip, not realizing that the bargaining chip was your demise.
That's what it turned into. 100%. It's not what it was at first. That's the truth.
Poor Vince, all he wants is to be
You
a
had the
gangster.
audacity to want me to play games with you guys. You hadn't learned your lesson at that point either. Thought you could outsmart me and thought that, yeah, he won't play games with us. He ain't serious. How many times have I got to prove myself?
Yeah, I think with the tier 1 brother.
So I seem to hear the same thing from a lot of gangs in the city, you know, that a lot of you guys' egos have gone crazy. Used to flex my money, you know, even the Saints War, we had to pay them more because even Winston flexed our money to them, or my money to them. And it's so telling how quickly a gang just turn on you guys as soon as I'm not in the picture anymore.
That's all
There's
been
some,
made very clear.
there's some gangs in the city who have respect for some of you guys. That's only the few that I've spoken to. I talk to other individuals from other gangs, and again, they say the same thing, like, oh yeah, I like this guy, but the rest of them, fuck those guys. And they all say the same thing. So it's not just a me thing. There's clearly a massive issue going on here at this gang. And I told you on that night in the metro station, you know, name some people that are causing problems. I want to see if you're actually going to take some action and do something. You couldn't name anyone. It's a fresh start. It's my gang now. It's a fresh new start. And I said, well, look, you failed your first test already. I don't want any part of that. It's really shown me that you're not going to be the leader you need to be. You ain't got the action and honesty to be able to, you know, self-reflect and look at the gang you're in, and the gang you're supposed to be leading. Actually do something about it.
Told you I wanted everyone to have a chance.
Yeah, fuck that. Evident already, 3-4 days in. I've got these lot. They might call me, I might call them, and they'll bitch about someone else in the gang. You've got the whole gang disarray going around the city. You got your own gang shooting Winston. Qatar's life put even further at risk just because you guys can't even work as a team to actually work out a simple clue. I'm too busy focused on me. At one point, I had to go back. Well, I was going to go back. I was in the process of going back to try and help Qatar because you guys weren't going to do it yourself.
You've got to take some responsibility for that. You can't.
Yeah, I will.
He holds all the responsibility for that. Not even
you
some
can't
of it.
put that on
Vince.
Everyone.
Right? You decided to take a fucking selfie of a guy who was dying for your own.
Because you're going to use it against
collection.
me. I mean, look at you on your fucking timeline.
So that's your games you want to play? Yeah,
I mean,
I'm playing games SK told me to play. I'm playing those games.
You post all of your like apparent W's on Twitter like it's some crazy thing to share the world.
No, Vince.
You want us to follow in your footsteps, and your footsteps aren't that fucking deep right now. I'm going to be honest. Because we're stood here in a group, but you're by yourself. Sure, you got a fucking big red button in your hand, but you don't hold anything against us.
Oh, Vince, that was cold, actually. That was really sick. That was sick. I'm glad you got the balls to say that for once in your life. Anyway, you told me to post a photo, you dumbass. You said prove that you're Qatar by taking a photo and taking a selfie and posting it. Guess what I did? Took a fucking selfie and posted it because you told me to
That's
prove myself,
not what I'm
you know?
talking about.
Suddenly your tone changed real quick, you know? You thought you was a big dick. You could big dick me and say I wasn't with Qatar. And I was like, all right, I'll prove it.
Yeah, and
tone
that's
changes
exactly
so quickly,
right.
saying like, oh, yeah. Instantly hang up. Don't try big dick me thinking you know saying.
I mean, everything you say right now, T, is just, it's like you're saying all this shit that's wrong with us, but it actually perfectly defines you. Right? Flexing our money. You
It's just
work with a
waffling,
silver
bro.
spoon licking fucking helicopter. Right? You live at the casino. Right?
Well,
You
I'm
live in
not
these
saying quite-
high-rise
because
buildings.
I feel
You
like
do all
these
this shit,
situations it's
right?
better
And
to
then you
sound a
complain
one-on-one,
when
to
we
be
do
honest,
similar
bro.
things to you.
You know how I got those things though?
Well, you didn't work hard.
See that
for it, I can
helicopter
tell you
out
that.
there? See that helicopter, yeah? Ain't my helicopter. Just got it because I don't burn bridges unless I need to. I don't fuck over people.
I don't remember the last time I fucked someone over.
A lot of the connections we had boiled
Fucked
down
over
to you.
Qatar by
It's
not
a
letting
fact.
EMS deal with him. He's
Trying
got,
to
Well,
save him,
he's got
but
a
you-
caved in chest.
Motherfuckers don't care in this city unless you got something to offer, and you got something to offer. You got wealth. You can make shit happen.
Yeah, and I had those connections before I had something to offer. This is where you're delusional.
I'm not boiling it all down to that.
I had those connections when I was a taxi driver. We hadn't even done anything yet in the city. About respect. Moses should know more than anyone. It's about respect. That's why I wanted to leave as well. I think a lot of you guys started sitting on a high horse that you weren't on part of, you know? Because you didn't have to work the connections. You didn't have to work the way up because, you know, you had me or Patar feeding you stuff. Some of you guys did work. I can take it away from you. Some of you guys done a lot of work. There's a handful of you who haven't. There's a handful of you who were making a lot of progress and doing a lot of work and don't do it anymore. And I know a lot of you think the same way because you told me. You can try and
Everyone
deny it in the
works in
group
their own
setting,
right.
but you know.
It's just some people stopped. I don't think that's up for debate with anyone. And that's obvious. You can sit here and point out the problems that we're aware of. I just don't see you wanting to just bury this. Look at all these people. All these people standing here. Brought together by ultimately the Mandem. You just want to get rid of that? I don't think you do.
I think you need to rebuild from the ground up, though. I think that's the issue. I think
That's
you've
what
got a lot
I've
of
wanted from the start.
you got like a virus in the gang that you got to really like restart, you know. And that's why I said maybe the right choice that day wasn't me stepping down. The right choice was me saying, right, give me all your chains and we're gonna start again. And you can work for them.
I wish you would.
Maybe that was the right call all along. I can accept maybe I got it wrong. You know, I had faith in you, SK, honestly. Genuinely did. Your last line was the reason why I stayed. Didn't care about anyone else begging, because I knew ultimately deep down they were doing it on emotion. But you stood there, pumped out your chest and said, nah, you'll see action from me. And I believed in you, you know? I know you pretty well, and I thought you actually would deliver. But you ain't delivered shit.
I took action. I just don't think I took it in the right places.
Yeah, I mean the action was
And it's pretty hard to,
definition
you
of the
know,
worst action you could have done, and that you can't do that as a gang leader in the city. You can't make those wrong calls that easily.
No, you can't. But I'm not going to shy away from
I don't know
that.
if you was doing it because like you were insecure and had to prove everyone that you were like going to be a strong leader, or what, or prove that times have changed. I don't know what you were trying.
It's been 3 days. Were you perfect your third day as a leader? You didn't give him a chance to adopt. Everybody does mistakes. We're only humans. But we'll follow him to the grave.
Luckily for me, Winston, unfortunately for SK, I was voted in leader quite a long time after basically leading the gang for a while, you know?
Everybody does
So
mistakes.
I can have sympathy for SK there. I just expected better, that's all.
I always wanted to show you what I could do. I made you proud
You showed
ultimately.
me and it's like, I don't know what to say. You showed me and it was a mess.
It's not easy out here no more.
Anyone think you could do a better job than him though? Be a good time to speak up right now if you could do a better job. Or you're going to be quiet and say nothing.
I think he did a great job. I'm going to be honest. especially with someone like, you know, tugging at his shoelaces constantly.
You might as well go talk over closed doors over there, because I ain't listen to what you're saying anymore.
I'll be honest.
That's
I think we
okay
need
with
to
me, boss
stop,
man. I'm part of the Mandem.
I think we need to stop sugarcoating it and all take accountability for, you know, putting SK in a position, you know, where we chose him to be the leader. As much as we want to put it on T, you know, him making it hard for SK, you know, within the past week, 2 weeks, I think we've all played a part in making it more difficult for him than we should have done.
Everyone's at fault, man. Simple as that.
Accountability is a great thing to be able to, you know, take.
You
I
said it
feel
yourself,
like,
T. You'd rather people make mistakes than do fuck all. Granted, some mistakes are bigger than others. But
I
we
ain't made
ain't
a
doing
mistake that
fuck
big in
all
a
no
long
more.
time.
It's not about what you do and what we do. Because you're not here to do it no more. We have to explore this world by ourselves now. You know that. That's what you wanted us to do. Gonna make mistakes on that way. Never had a time. I don't think anyone standing here has had a time where, apart from our OGs, where you weren't guiding them. Different. But we're all in it together. We're gonna learn.
I think it's unfair to, as well to say he's walked into normal leadership. It's hasn't really walked into the easiest situation, has he?
Well, think about it, Matt. He takes leadership. I say, all right, you know what, actually, SK, I don't think I'm about it. I don't think I'm gonna like carry on. I'm gonna step away. He goes, all right, sorry to hear that, mate, but like, your family always. I go, all right, sweet, cool, SK. Good luck. Need anything, let me know. Starts leading you guys, you know, nothing to worry about, no issues at all. You know, you do your thing. You keep trying to adapt. You can spot out the dead weight that I said. You can adapt, change it, and I'm sure he would have.
You know I wanted that.
But his choices were, nah, man, fuck it. I'm gonna shoot Tommy, and I'm gonna let Patel rob him. So no, he did walk into normal circumstances, but he made it not normal. Because his actions are the consequences that he's facing right now.
In the subway, we had this exact conversation. I said, you can stepping down was never the thing. It was never that. And it could have still been family. I just didn't want to see the day you dropped your chain. You didn't even have to be wearing it all the time. I made that clear to you. I said just the OG, just being there, just being the founder. You didn't need to full on just walk out. That was where it lied. I wanted that option. That was my perfect scenario.
I ain't trying to be no mascot. Some cheerleader for your fucking shit. I told you I'd do it from afar. Because if I was always there, then it would be an issue. I wanted to do it from afar.
You didn't want to rep it, and did you really want us to do well? Like, I get what you're saying in principle, but like, I don't see why you wouldn't want to just carry that. If you're saying you truly wanted to still be family, but just not a member, why such a problem with?
Why would I just keep
keeping
a chain and family?
Being an OG.
It's the chain is only for gang members. It's my gang. It's what I built. There's no family just have chain. I've told a family in the city. They ain't got chains. It's not how it goes. Not how this gang goes.
Maybe that's how we wanted it to go with you.
There
You're
you
an
go.
exception,
Like
though,
I said, there you go. Your actions had consequences. There's nothing else to it. You know what I mean? You did it. And that's what happened. Simple as.
So are we a family or are we a gang?
I will. It's not gonna be easy.
And your whole gang's got to live with that now as well. But I always want what is best, you know? I always wanted what was best for you guys. That was the key.
You still want that?
I want what's best for the Mandem, not you guys.
We are the Mandem.
Yeah, well, it's not the Mandem that I know. And you do a discredit and disservice to the name and everything we built.
You say we, but it seems to be a lot about I. That's it. We built this. You lot built this.
There's
Long before I was
there's only
around.
There's only 3 people here that I know that helped build it, and one of them just fucked off. And the other one's Moses.
You don't think anyone other than those people helped build this gang? Truly?
I was having
They
a
did.
man, bro.
They had their part. Everyone has their part.
So
What
then
you
we
add,
all did.
what you take away is all different.
If they all added something,
Some
then they
people
was
might
all
put the wrong
part.
bricks on, you know.
Isn't that what Mandem always has been, though, T? We're not a Hydra. We're not a CG. We're a family and we do our thing.
Yeah,
you know?
I ain't
We're
trying to make
different
you
from,
Hydra. I ain't trying to make you CG though. I don't
we're
want you for some
different.
shooty gang, you know.
Yeah, we're different from everybody else. So even if you
Wow,
don't
that's
have the
crazy.
skill set that
T
maybe
calls us
other
new
guys
gang
require,
shooters.
you're still welcome. And you're not
Wow.
great weight just because you can't drive or shoot. You're here because you're part of the family for reasons, you know.
I think you're getting it twisted though.
Then enlighten me.
Not you personally. I think you lot think that I want you to be like more skilled and I want you to go up and just like fight every gang and all that shit. And that's not what I want ever.
You want us to be more networked. We know that.
That initiative. Like I
that
told you,
was
Matt,
part of
you
the issue.
actually have initiative. Like everyone calls you the problem child, but you actually did show a lot of initiative, and you were someone who actually was that guy and doing shit. That's why I said all the new recruits are actually people who seem to have the hunger necessary. It was like it's almost like the old dogs got left behind and got stuck in the past. And then there's like a limbo of people in the middle.
I think everyone wanted to ultimately make
golden child?
you happy and give you the version you wanted, but I think sometimes
Yeah, and that's
it
why
just
I went to step
wasn't
away,
clear what
because
it was that
did the
you
wrong
wanted.
thing, you know?
I don't think it was ever that clear. I think it was hard to know what it was you wanted. You know, the Saint stuff happened. I think we all felt shit about that. You felt shit about that. I know that's not something that you were happy with. At that time, did we all want to be able to do something about it? Yeah. You know, people could have seen that and said that they wanted you to fucking have a gang of people that could stand up against that. But then on the other hand, there's times where, you know, you give off less of that vibe. It's hard to know.
Don't
It's a
get
guessing
me.
game.
Just let me. So the whole thing with the Saints, the way that I look at it and the way that I feel like you perceive it is, it's not a case of being able to go toe to toe with the Saints on the streets. It's about putting yourselves in a position where you're getting ditched by gangs that are stronger than you. Like going to use the bench on your ones is putting ourselves in that position. We know we can't back that beef. Using it, having the attitude that we're invincible, to go and use that bench on our own is what put us in that problem in the first place.
You didn't
Am I
evolve
right?
though either. You didn't. Yeah, that is perfectly correct. You also didn't evolve to even realize that gangs are going past you. Like, you know, I can't even believe the Saints were where they are. And it's the same feeling a lot of the gangs had in the city when we got to where we was. So how the fuck did Mandem get there? That's a gang that's hungry and, you know, just wants to go and do shit. Active, always on it, no matter what. And they ride out together and then they move in unison. But the issue with Mandem currently, and it's been so evident this week, is that you all move in different directions. Some pull left, some pull right. Some people disagree and then they keep their mouth shut and they stay quiet. Some people think they can't be heard. Some people have opinions and they keep quiet because they don't get listened to. I think it's better for the gang if they just stay silent whilst the problems get bigger and bigger. That's the issue with the Mandem, really, is that you all pull in different directions. If you all pull different directions, then you ain't going nowhere.
We were complacent. It's that simple.
Yup. We lost the hunger.
Never been a better time to come together as a group, though. You're right. But those are all things you want to work on. Those are conversations we've been having. Like, we can be more unified.
Combos, is it? That was my issue as well. I told you, SK. Fuck the combos.
I know, fuck the combos. I agree with you on that. I'm not saying that I disagree.
I bet you've all been talking the past couple of days non-stop, innit? I ain't seen that ain't changed. I don't see anyone here without their chain. I mean, other than Vince and Bed.
Is that what you want? Because every time we're speaking about change, it's Deadwood and chains.
Well, it's action, innit? It's action. It's
showing. Is that the only action?
No, there's loads of action. That's a great example of one, though.
It's getting people gone. And why didn't you do it yourself?
I told you, maybe that was the right thing to do. I think it might have been.
Yep. If that's how you felt. I've said this before to every single one of them. Mandem means the world to me. And me moving away from Mandem, I feel like you. I would have left. I wish you take my chain if I make the Mandem worse, brother. Take it. I'll survive it. Or I'll die. But at least I know
You'll
in
get
my
shot,
grave.
Winston, won't you?
No, I didn't.
That's what this gang does, though. You get shot. You got shot the other day.
Yeah, I
No,
did.
it's not like that.
You did, no? You got shot?
Yeah. And we spoke about it and we moved past that.
God damn it, why did Steve hit his shot, bro? Why did it have to be Steve that had the opportunity to shoot him?
Everybody
Everyone else
is,
could have missed,
even
bro.
if we pull into different directions, the main goal stays the same. We all want what's best for Mandem. And I still believe, including you.
I agree. I don't think you want to watch us burn, bro. No matter how cold you can come across and shit like that, I do genuinely believe that you don't want to see a city without Mandem.
I think it needs to be rebuilt from the ground up.
That's what we're on.
But it's not, though, because it's the same gang, same people,
Same
everything.
block.
So it isn't rebuilding from the ground up at all.
Pretty hard to deal with the standard issues when you're in a situation like this. Granted, could have been avoided, but we're in the situation. It's not been a normal week.
You know that's your fault, right? Are you gonna finally accept that's your fault?
I mean, finally, I've been accepting that. I said that to everyone here. I know I didn't make the call with the best intention for the gang.
You get strange weeks when you do dumb shit.
And you get through them and you learn from them.
Don't come near me.
I ain't coming near you, dumbass.
You'll literally walk back then.
Moses, be careful, please.
Like we said, bro, don't.
What the
don't
fuck are
act
we
off
doing here,
emotions.
everyone? Seriously. What is this bullshit?
Just in case.
Moses?
For the last 3 years, we were a family. Some people came, some people went, but we were all here together. And now we're standing in the cold on a roof, trying to push the blame to this person or that person, or it's your fault or it's their fault, and blah, 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 blah. Why can't we all just look in the mirror for once and realize we're all just a bunch of goddamn losers? And you know what? When we did do that, we realized being losers together, it wasn't so bad. None of us knew how to shoot. None of us knew how to be gangsters. None of us knew anything.
He's stuck in the past.
And we all worked together to change that. And now we're just standing here on this godforsaken roof, trying to prove that we're all better than one another. Everyone here is at fault. No one is innocent. And you know what? The sooner people realize that, the sooner we can start healing. Because the way this conversation is going right now, there is no future. There is no history either. It's as if everyone's forgotten what we did to get here. We all played our part, big or small, useful or not. There's a reason you're here. And it's about time you guys remembered that. You know who I saw today? I saw an old friend. Someone I haven't seen in forever. And I don't think I have the heart to tell them what we have become. Because it's embarrassing.
Who'd you see?
So you know what, T? If you
Reggie.
want to blow up the block, do it.
Don't listen to him.
And you know what, SK?
do
If
it.
you want to shoot T, do it. Because
Don't
at the end of the
listen to
day,
He's out his mind.
I did it once. I don't need to do it again, bro. You know
at
that.
the end of the day, I just want to come home to my family. At the end of the day, I just want to come home to everyone that's on this roof here. And just have a good time. And if you guys don't want that, if you guys need to prove you're right, then you know what? Go at it. Be the animals you think you are.
It'll be really awkward when he can't walk off in a minute because he doesn't have a pilot's
Keep
license.
showing your fangs. Keep showing your teeth. Prove to each other that you're tough. Prove to each other you're this and that. Because I am so sick and tired of all of you. I'm going home. Winston, can you give me a lift?
I was gonna
Moses.
say, I don't think he's got a heli license. Moses, stay on
He
the
had
roof,
a
bro.
parachute, honestly.
I've got this. I got this. Take this, Mosley.
Do it, do it, do
There's
it.
the parachute boss.
Do it.
Moses, stay here.
Yeah, don't leave.
As you said,
Remember
Moses,
I
we're
said
your
to you,
family.
Moses? You're where you're supposed to be.
Am I?
Yeah, you
You
are.
know you are.
You just said you are.
We all are.
Why can I see my house from here? Why am I not at my house?
Might be your house, but your home is here. On this roof.
Ruling it together, Moses. Always have
Come on,
been.
Mosley.
Jump off the roof. Jump off the roof.
You're gonna go or not?
I'm gonna stay right here.
Or you gonna look at your house from here?
Jump, 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 jump.
Pretty nice from up here, isn't it, Moses?
It is.
You know, if you do it, T, that's your beginnings just gone.
Yeah,
You don't
right,
give a
though.
shit.
It's my beginnings.
What did you say?
I said it's my beginnings. Not your beginnings.
Our beginning.
Do it then.
Don't do it.
Fucking do
Moses,
it.
what
fucking
the fuck
do
are
it,
you
T.
saying right now?
Don't do it.
You know, it might be your
You heard
beginnings,
me, like-
T. It's our present, though.
It ain't our beginnings. It's his beginnings. He wants to blow up his own shit.
You want to rebuild, right?
You know this ain't the way to do it, T.
It really fucking isn't.
Yeah, well, it's time to start rebuilding.
That's
No.
anticlimactic.
You guys have potential, but you gotta get there, you know? Maybe you're right, Moses.
Mosley, don't eye tough emotion.
Mosley.
Moses, put it away.
Moses,
Moses, don't.
Moses?
Maybe you're
don't
right.
do that.
One thing we said.
Oh, fuck. Oh.
Just know you're gonna live without Moses just the same way I am right now.
Come on, come on, come on. We can't do this. Come on, come on, come on, boys.
I'll start the heli.